Hotel World, this your brother Matthew Daniels, aka Ampu, aka The Chosen Few, aka The Real Bookworm. I'm not a bookworm, I'm the real bookworm. Make sure you get it right. And today, I just want to give you guys a little small, quick update about a book that I was reading today. And as you can see, the title of this book is The Gods of the Egyptians by E.A. Wallace Budge, Volume 2. I actually have Volume 1 as well, and I may be going into that book at a later date. But what I want to point out in this book is the judgment scene. The judgment scene of Attain. Attain was the scribe of ancient Egypt. Now, a lot of people ask me about how the Egyptian people conceptualized the afterlife. They all know, or most people know, that the Egyptians had a very profound view of the afterlife, but not many people understand what the Egyptians taught about this critical point in every human being's life. Now, in this video, I plan on it being short and sweet and to the point, so this will not be an extensive look into everything that the Egyptians thought and believed about the afterlife. But what I will do is go into this, the judgment scene of Attain, and I will explain just a few small key things about it to give an individual who is not familiar with this concept and with this judgment scene a basic level understanding about how the Egyptians viewed the afterlife and what they thought they had to do to attain eternal life in the afterlife. So look at this judgment scene with me, family. If you look to the extreme left, you will see Attain, the scribe, who is actually the individual who is being judged, who is trying to receive eternal life. He is the individual in the front, and he has the black hair and the brown skin. Next to him is his wife, Thuthu, okay? And she has white skin. What I want to point out about this immediately is something that my cousin asked me all the time. He asked me, according to the Egyptians' beliefs, would an individual be able to see their loved ones in the afterlife? Everyone has individuals that they care about who have passed away. And so he was asking me, in the Egyptian conception of the judgment and the afterlife, that the Egyptians believed that they would see their ancestors, and would they see their loved ones, their family members, their wives, their children in the afterlife. So the first thing that I want to point out to you is the first thing that you see to the extreme left is Attain and his wife Thuthu. And his wife is colored all white in this image, not because she was white or because she was a European. She was just as Egyptian as Attain, but she looks like that because she is already dead. She passed on before Attain, and so you see her there with Attain as he is going to be judged to find out if he is worthy to attain eternal life. So yes, the Egyptians believed that you would see your loved ones after death. Now, if you move over to the right a little bit and you look at those scales, when you look at those scales, you will see in the left balance, you will see Attain's heart, a symbol representing Attain's heart. And in the right scale, you will see the feather of Mayat. Mayat represents truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, reciprocity, balance, i.e. the right way. So what you have is the concept that an individual's heart is weighed against all that is true, righteous, upright, and holy, to see if they lived a type of life that is deserving of an eternity in paradise with the gods. In Egyptian conceptions of the afterlife, one had to live a life in line and in accordance with Ma'at, truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, reciprocity, in order to receive eternal life in the afterlife. They had to be a good moral person in order to receive eternal life. This is how they got it. So you see that dog-headed figure with the black head, actually the jackal, that is Ampu. Now, Ampu is checking the balance to make sure that everything is correct, everything is proper, and the balance is taking a proper reading. also good to note that when an individual dies, who is the one who leads the deceased to be judged. Now, to the right of the scales, you see an individual with a bird head, and he's holding a scroll and a pen, and he's writing something. That is Dahuti, who is also known as Thought. But Dahuti has the head of the ibis. He is the one that is standing there holding the scroll and holding the pen. And what he is doing, he is documenting the results of the weighing of Ani's heart. If Ani's heart is lighter than the feather of Mayat, he will document those results. Okay? Right next to Dahuti is the devourer of the unjustified. And you will notice that this is a composite beast. He has the head of a crocodile, the upper torso of a lion, and he has the bottom torso of a hippopotamus. If an individual lived righteous, they would attain eternal life. If an individual lived unrighteous, then their heart would be devoured and they would cease to exist. Now, the heart represents the thoughts and the actions of the individual. Right next to the devourer of the unjustified, you see Ani again holding the head of Heru, being led further to the right in the scene. So we know that Ani, after having his heart weighed, after having his thoughts and his actions while in life examined and judged, you see that he was judged and deemed to be righteous. So now Heru is leading him to his father Asar, Asar being the ultimate judge and the individual who granted you your eternal life. To the immediate right of Heru leading Ani, you see Ani again with the white hair. He's kneeling down and he has the cone on his head, and he is kneeling before the throne of Asar. Asar is the individual sitting on the throne holding the crook and the flail, and he has the crown on his head, and behind him is his wife Aset in the foreground, and his wife sister Nephthys standing next to her. So again, to recap, when an individual dies, in Egyptian conceptualization of death and the afterlife, the first thing that happens is this individual is met by Ampu. Ampu leads them to the judgment hall, the hall of Mayati. Mayati is the doubly righteous, because Mayat is righteousness and truth. So Mayati is the plural. So the individual is led by Ampu to the hall of Mayati, where the righteous will judge the individual human who has passed away to see if they are deserving of an afterlife. Okay? The individual's heart is placed on the scale. Their thoughts and their deeds are weighed, measured, and scrutinized. The results of that judgment, the result of that weighing, rather, is documented by Dahuti. If the individual was righteous, then Heru leads them to his father's throne. And if the individual was unrighteous, their heart is devoured by the beast and they cease to exist. But the righteous are allowed to come before the throne of Asar, and Asar grants them eternal life in paradise with him and with all the other righteous individuals who have gone through that process and who have been judged and deemed worthy to enter into eternal life. So, in the Egyptian conceptualization of eternal life, what an individual would have to do, an individual would have to live a life in a line and in accord with my eye, truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, and reciprocity. And what I want to point out to you is you see how his wife, Thuthi, was with him in the beginning, but when he actually got his heart weighed, he had to get his heart weighed on his own, and he went on from that point by himself. Everyone in Egyptian thought was judged by themselves, and they were judged based on their own thoughts, actions, and deeds. They had to stand alone, but will be able to see your ancestors, your loved ones, and your children in the afterlife, granted that they lived a righteous life as well. So this is the judgment scene of Ani, reproduced for the book The Gods of the Egyptians, Volume 2 by E.A. Wallace Budge. So anyone who is trying to live a life in accordance with Egyptian spirituality, you must live a holy and righteous life if you want to gain eternal life and you want to see your loved ones again. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Ask me questions, leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, all of that good stuff. This is your brother Matthew Daniels, aka Ampu, aka The Chosen Few, aka The Real Bookworm. I'm not a bookworm, I'm the real bookworm. Make sure you get it right. And as always, family, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. Hotel.